On this vote, the yeas are 60 and the nays are 40. 3/5 of the Senate duly chosen and sworn, having voted in the affirmative, the motion upon reconsideration is agreed to.
And just like that, it's over. Ladies and gents, welcome back. Hit that like button on the way in. And if you're new here, my name is Clyde. The subscribe button is just down below. Welcome to the channel. Let's get into this story. Donald Trump dropping this one late last night, just before everyone went to bed, saying, listen, we got a deal coming. It's happening.
We'll never agree to give any substantial money or any money to really prisoners, illegals that come into our country. And I think the Democrats understand that. And it looks like we're getting close to the shutdown ending. You'll know very soon. Thank you very much.
And we all found out the shutdown is actually over. It's finished. Fetterman jumping on here to tell everyone after 40 days as a consistent voice against the shutting down of our government, I voted yes for the 15th time to reopen. I'm sorry to our military SNAP recipients, government workers, and Capitol Police who haven't been paid in weeks. It should never come to this. This was a failure. Some people saying, welcome to the MAGA side. This is time to switch parties, brother. Absolutely. I would say the same to him. Nick Sorter saying, major breaking news. A deal has been reached to end the Schumer shutdown, which with at least 8 Democrat senators breaking from the party, Democrats will receive $0 for illegals, nor Obama subsidies. Reports states no deal concessions were made by the Republicans other than a handshake and a deal to hold a vote on Obamacare subsidies in December, which is very unlikely to pass. The CR will fund the government through January 30th and is expected to pass tonight. The House will then have to vote to pass it as well. And well, it looks like this was a political decision to say the least, but at least, well, Donald Trump, he was very, very stern on this one. We're not going to fund illegals getting health care in America. And this was him just the other day saying specifically this.
The Republican Party's not going to pay $1.5 trillion to illegal immigrants coming into our country, coming in for a lot of reasons, coming in from prisons, from jails, from all over the place, from Venezuela, many countries. We're not going to do that. So the shutdown continues. It's a Democrat shutdown. It's a Schumer shutdown because his career has failed and it's over.
It's failed and it's over. But this is true, and this was confirmed. Elon Musk saying this on Rogan's podcast just last week.
It's massive fraud, and it's real, and they denied it forever. And now we're finding out this is part of the reason why this is government shutdown that's going on right now.
Yes, the entire basis for the government shutdown is that the Trump administration correctly does not want to send massive amounts of, like, hundreds of billions of dollars to fund illegal immigrants in the blue states, or in all the states, really. And so the Democrats want to keep the money spigot going to incent illegal immigrants to come into the U.S. who will vote for them.
And that's really what it's about. It's about votes, ladies and gents. This is really all they want. They want more votes coming their way. Now, this was from the Post-Millennial. California passes Newsom's Prop 50 to allow Democrats to wipe out the GOP congressional seats. And how are they doing that? They're doing that with demographics, because they can have more seats in the Senate, in the Congress, all of that, if they bring in more people, because the only thing that's required is bodies for the census. So even tourists are counted, and illegal immigrants. If you stop giving them free services, well, then they turn around and then they don't stick around. And in fact, Trump's been putting a lot of pressure on immigrants, illegal immigrants that are not supposed to be in the country, because they're soaking up the system, and they're taking what Americans should be getting as what the taxpayers' dollars should be going towards. This is Stephen Miller talking about this specifically.
Look, at every turn, illegal aliens have always been treated better than Americans. The difference is, in this administration, they're getting a ticket out of America so that we can take care of our own people. Do you have any idea how many resources will be opened up for Americans when the illegals are gone? No more waiting in line at an emergency room. No more massive traffic in Los Angeles. Your health insurance premiums go down. Your public school classroom size will shrink dramatically. They have more time to educate every student. You won't have to compete for public benefits. If you're down in your luck, you're having a hard time, and you do need to get support from the government, you're not going to be in line behind millions of illegal aliens from the third world. This is going to be such a gift to the quality of life of everyday Americans, Jesse. It's hard to even express the wonders that await for working people of this country. I mean, look at every...
It's true. It's true. There's so much available. There'll be so much more available for American citizens and taxpayers when the people that aren't supposed to be collecting it are no longer collecting. That's really what it comes down to. But this was just a political ploy. The whole shutdown was just for the elections. And of course, Scott Jennings took to CNN to tell them just that.
How are Republicans going to use leverage in their fight with Democrats when the Democrats are actually the ones with the upper hand in the eyes of voters?
Oh, I'm sure Democrats will be more than happy to open the government now. The election's over. I mean, part of the reason they shut it down was to get through tonight.
I mean, I
would suspect they'll be glad to open it up by the end of the week.
That's exactly it. Exactly it. Terrence Williams also pointing this out exactly.
It was a game. It was a game. And you know what? They wanted people to lose their SNAP benefits, their EBT food stamps. They wanted people to lose that so they can paint Trump as this evil man who starved millions of Americans. It was all a game. Mm-hmm. It was all a game. They were the ones who voted not to fund SNAP. They were the ones who voted not to put food on people's tables. They voted for that. But they knew that people would blame President Trump and the Republicans. It was a game. It was a freaking game. And so many people did not get paid for 40 days because they wanted to play a game.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly how this all went down. But here we go. We got Scott Jennings in here one more time, just saying to CNN, he confirmed that the Democrats initially sought to repeal provisions in the healthcare law prohibiting illegal immigrants from receiving Medicaid benefits. That's right. But that's what they wanted. They want to keep that voter block coming in from the third world.
Scott, the agreement that was reached tonight, I mean, what do you think it does to perhaps what we heard from President Trump, where he repeatedly claimed the Democrats wanted to give free health care to, as he put it, to illegal aliens, as he said. I mean, now part of this agreement is to fund SNAP for another year. So essentially, I mean, should we revisit the claim that the president never really provided evidence for?
Well, look, in the beginning, Democrats absolutely did want to repeal part of the big, beautiful bill that does strictly prohibit illegal aliens from getting Medicaid benefits. That's a separate issue from SNAP. Look, what happened tonight is what's been happening. Republicans have repeatedly voted to fund SNAP. Democrats had been voting to not fund SNAP by, of course, voting to keep the government closed. And only a handful of Democrats tonight voted to fund SNAP. I'm glad those brave Democrats stepped forward to fund SNAP because people absolutely need it. If this were really about SNAP, if it were really about starving families, Democrats on Twitter and Democrats on social media and Democrats on some of the other networks wouldn't be having the meltdown that they're having tonight. But one good outcome here is that Republicans finally got their way. People will get their SNAP benefits, just the way the Republicans have been voting since day one. I'm shocked, frankly, that Democrats have been voting to defund SNAP. It's pretty shocking, really, that they held these SNAP beneficiaries hostage. And now, here at the end of it, again, it's all political. They got nothing. They held these poor people hostage and literally got nothing. They got nothing except a bunch of anxiety and a bunch of pain throughout the American people.
That's right. There's just a lot of anxiety and pain for the American people. And what did they get? Well, they didn't get anything out of the deal. They did get, I guess, some votes in Democrat strongholds. So they had this for their election to get people angry at the government, which they should be really angry at the Democrats because this was of their making. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.